Jeffrey Dharma. Detox time. This is the second detox. If you're tuning in, thanks for listening. So, assuming you want to get on this path of detoxifying your body, it's hard to read this, but it's called Survival Shield. There's also other forms of it. It's nascent iodine, NASCENT iodine. This is something that you would want to take in the morning, take at night. If you look it up, you'll find that a lot of mothers have even their children take this in the morning and at night because it's so healthy. And it's basically, it goes in and kicks out all of the negative halogens, which are horrible for you. And it's pretty much just kicking out these heavy metals that lead to disease, bacterial growth, hormonal imbalances. They really get into your glands, so your whole endocrine system starts to shut down at a certain point. So it slowly kills you, if you have all these bad halogens in you. This kicks it out. And the halogens, fluoride, for example, is in tap water. Aluminum as well. It's in tap water, and the air from the aerosol injections that they spray. So it's kind of everywhere. I mean, yeah, even if you don't drink tap water, when you shower, your pores are always breathing. So you're getting this stuff in you. So this is something that anyone could take. You just take a couple drops to the tongue and then drink water with it, and that cleans out the lining of your stomach. And it's a deep earth mineral, so you're going to notice that most of these things are mineral rich that have to do with detox, but the minerals, as you'll keep hearing me mention, they are a cellular, and it's on a cellular and DNA level that these things work. So just keep that in mind, that it's getting into the tissues of your body, of your organs, and it's kicking out the negative and filling it in with cellular structure. Our DNA is made of crystalline structure, which is mineral structure. So we're a bunch of minerals. That's what we are made of. We're as above, so below. I mean, Earth is like a big, giant, living entity. So we are just almost like mini versions of Earth. If you really get down to science behind our bodies, you'll start to realize that that's kind of the case. Alright, and now the main event of the day. Get yourself some dandelion tea. This has organic chicory root, organic dandelion root, both of those in 255 milligrams, which is a good amount. Schisandra fruit dry extract, organic Schisandra fruit, 75 milligrams. Organic lycium fruit dry extract, proprietary blend, organic licorice root, organic ginger rhizome, organic star anise, which is extremely potent. That's actually just like, this is black seed oil. You can kind of see it right there. It's a nice brown oil. It comes from anise seed, or well, when they refer to black seed oil, there's a couple oils they could be talking about. This is anise seed oil. So this you throw in the tea right here. So the tea, you're going to put your detox tea, and you don't want it too hot because then you're cooking out nutrients. After 115 degrees, you're cooking out nutrients and enzymes. Look that up. People never believe me. Just go look it up. So everyday detox tea. Have the water kind of steaming, not too piping hot. Throw it on. Like right when it starts to steam. Like you're watching it rise in temperature. Once it starts to steam, that's good. Boom. Throw it on. Then you throw the black seed oil in there. Just go into the market. Ask for black seed oil or anise seed oil. Then once it cools down a little bit, because you don't want the minerals. You want the minerals to be pristine when they go into you. So once it cools down a little bit, here's the Bob's baking soda. Looks like that. It's pink. You can get it at the store. Safeway, Whole Foods. That's sodium bicarbonate at its finest form. So your body needs that. It's four of the best minerals for you. Then, so that's your tea. Actually, let me stay on the tea. Then to top it off, you can throw coconut oil in there. If you look into coconut oil, you'll find that bodybuilders, especially vegan bodybuilders, eat this by the spoonful, and especially in the morning. It's just so nutrient rich. And another thing to connect the dots on is you'll find that a lot of these oils and a lot of these herbs are all mineral rich. So, and it's almost like, why is no one else mentioning that? Don't ask me, I don't know, but it's the most important element of nutrition, is getting your minerals. That's your DNA regenerating itself, which we all function with. We all have that ability. That's why some people live to be 120. They're regenerating better than others. Alright, so then in the tea, last but not least, I like to always throw a drop of lemon oil in there. It is, you know the ORAC rating. That's why people think berries are extremely healthy, which they are. This is, okay, 10 times stronger at least than the highest ORAC rating you'll find in a berry. So the amount of oxygen delivery, which is the whole point of eating and drinking and all of this, and nutrition, is to get oxygen into your cells and to penetrate, right? This is the only thing in the world that penetrates the blood-brain barrier and the bone barrier, the bone marrow barrier. It gets in there, and it's filled with minerals. If you look into essential oils, Dr. Gary Young, it's a movie on YouTube called Dr. Gary Young, The Missing Link. If you watch that video, it's about 40 minutes. Then off that, you could branch off and double check everything you learn there. That's what I would do if I were you, if you're confused by this. But these essential oils are like, I shared it with friends for their first time. They said they were taking the biggest, most healthy looking dumps of their life for the next 3 days, and they felt amazing. And I'm like, yeah, you just took a super vitamin mineral. This isn't just minerals. This is about, one drop of this is like 20 lemons worth of nutrition in terms of vitamin content. And it penetrates too. So you got your nutrients penetrating to deeper areas of your colon, it's really your colon. It goes into your colon, and from there there's intake valves from your colon that spread this out. That's what really happens with most things, is that your colon is the center. It takes it in, takes the nutrients in, and then there's intake valves. And if you just type in colon health and colon reflexology and things like that, it gets interesting, because it's almost like, why haven't we learned about this in school? Don't ask me. But there's intake valves from your colon, right? So this goes into the colon, and from here, everywhere, even into your brain, okay? Heart, lungs, kidneys, everything. It touches the deeper layers of tissue of everything. So you want to get essential oil, doTERRA, Eden's Garden brand, Young Living brand. Those are all pure. You can drink them, 100%. There's a store in my city of San Mateo, my hometown, right in front of the movie theater, that is 100% throwing these oils in their smoothies. And I said, did the FDA get mad at you or anything? Like, are they tripping? He said, no, we've been doing this. So this is real, 100%, guys. This is probably the most important part of the whole tea. Most potent, for sure. This is level 3 detox. I said in my last video, level 1 would be getting your greens in, dark green smoothies and things like that. Then level 2 would be herbal teas, such as this dandelion root everyday detox with your minerals thrown in. That's like a level 2, and this is just me and my own curriculum I developed in my own mind. I'm not basing it off of anything, and this is like a level 3. And when you mix it all together, you get into potent detox. So you could, if you're just starting out with detoxing, because of the effect of how you excrete it out, your colon could get backed up if you're like extremely unhealthy and you start with like this tea, like a big cup of this tea that I'm talking about right here. You might have so much excrement trying to get out at once that you'll feel sick. And like if you're like extremely overweight and you haven't cleansed in 30 years, 40 years, and you do this, like, you know, you got to go slow in the beginning. So I would just start if you're, let's just say you're overweight, you're 40, and you've been eating fast food your whole life. You're going to detox a lot just off of the Bob's baking soda in your water. A lot. And you need this, and you'll find that a lot of, headaches go away, stomach aches go away. This cleans the stomach lining. It fills your body with minerals. The four really important minerals are in sodium bicarbonate. Alright, so it's also gonna penetrate, just not as deep as the essential oils. Essential oils are a magical thing. I would really go look up Dr. Gary Young, The Missing Link. Alright, and see right now, this is what I have, but if I can, which I will soon, I'm going to go to Fern Springs near where I'm at. It's a real spring. Real spring water is the best, but you have to make sure it's a real spring and not runoff from a spring way up the mountain, because then it's not really that clean. But when it comes out of a real spring, it's coming out of hundreds of years of filtering through minerals inside the earth. So there's a whole science to it. Type in spring water and watch out for all the fake articles about it, because there's a lot of them. These minerals in the water that are in the spring water is pretty much, these are only 4 of the minerals. Himalayan salt has like 84 minerals. And within spring water you can find up to like 120 minerals present that our bodies interact with in a good way. So, and it's clean. Real springs, they're clean. Now, if you go to a spring that has a railroad above it and 50 yards up the stream, and the old railroad's rusty, and the rust is seeping through the soil and getting into the stream, and then it's coming out 50 yards down out of a spring, that's a different story. But if you have a well-researched spring, and you'll see a lot of people getting water, it's not that weird. A lot of people do it. But yeah, it's a real deal. So right now I'm stuck with this. It's from Mount Shasta, which I love. Mount Shasta's real spring water. This they treat, so I'm pretty sure there's a little bit of fluoride in it. Not that great, you know. And this is it doesn't say non-BPA plastic, I'm pretty sure. Let me see. Yeah, and it's not a non-BPA plastic. So just this right here, right? I'm getting a little bit of chemicals, heavy metals, treated water. Yeah, treated my ass. God made it all great already. So that's just one example of how they take the spring water, which I drive to Mount Shasta myself and get this water before it's treated, and I feel a lot better after drinking that water. But this is what I'm stuck with, and that's fine, because I'm detoxing, I'm getting all my nutrients, all my minerals, my vitamins, and you know what? What do most people have in the morning? They wake up and have eggs, and they think it's all these nutrients. No, it's not. You just cooked it, first of all. No more enzymes, barely any nutrients left, if any. And fats that aren't that great for you, but you still run off them, so you think it's all good. Well, that's why when you're 40, you start having a gut, it slowly accumulates. So we keep it clean around here. Wake up, have the detox tea, and you'll feel good for a few hours. You probably won't even want to eat for a little bit. and you won't need to eat.